Hey there, Dolphin School. This is Mark R. Morris Jr. coming to you from my wife's Mitsubishi Outlander here in wintry Oklahoma City. It's actually really nice out today. We get these kind of Indian summer days here. Temperature outside is 61 degrees and it's nice and sunny. I am on the way to the grocery store to buy food for my massive animal. I have a 200-pound Mastiff. We also have an Australian Shepherd who's probably about 70 pounds and a little Chiweenie who weighs about 10 pounds, and together they eat about 25 or 30 pounds of food, probably every 10 days. So they ran out. Their last feeding was yesterday. Yes, I'm a bad dog daddy, but I've been so busy trying to review all of your great posts that I am just now getting out at 3 p.m. They've had table scraps and all kinds of other stuff, and they are very well fed, so they'll be fine. Anyway, I'm going to get dog food, and I just thought I would take a minute to talk to you guys. You're doing great. It's amazing. So here's what I'm learning. All kinds of things, actually. You guys are pointing me in the direction of new tricks. I found out, about the bandwidth issue that some of the very beginner Plankton free accounts are having a tough time with that, and trying to figure out how to help them overcome it. If anyone knows, if anyone with a lower than 30 score, any of you guys that just got started, if you can go and test out busy.org and see if the vote slider there works for you, that would be hugely helpful, because that's something we can recommend to everybody to use. That way they can do more voting, go at about 50% or whatever. I'm having to go at 10% because I want to upvote all of you guys every single day and every single post. I'm upvoting the main posts at 100% because I still need to make a little bit of money off of this. My vote's not worth a whole lot. It's about 30 cents right now. But we're starting to see some action, and I'm really excited about that. Block Traits has been something of a supporter of my fiction for a long time. I don't know if it's them directly or somebody who has delegated Steam from them. I've never actually talked to them, but they have been a huge supporter of me from the early days, and I am so appreciative that they came in and upvoted some of you guys so that you can get a feel for what it's like. But, the amazing thing is that we've got some people in this group from Kenya and a couple of different places in the world where I am sure that $100 payout that a couple of you got yesterday, especially with, Steam dollars being at like $4 or something right now, I think it was about $4.10 or something the last time I looked. So half of that, you get 37.5% of that payout comes in Steam dollars. So that's almost $200, and I'm sure that there are many people on Steemit right now that $200 in US would be life-changing money for them. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's not even half of my car insurance bill for the month. America is so freaking expensive to live here. But I'm not complaining about that. Trust me, I am very blessed, and I feel it. And I'm a very appreciative person, and I'm extremely grateful for everything that I have. But just in order to get through my, monthly expenses, it's a much larger bill than it would be if I lived in some other places in the world. I've even considered moving. But then you have to figure out how to get there, and America doesn't like to let people out of here. It's hard to get into other countries. It's just, it's a major ordeal. Plus, all of my family lives here, and I grew up here, and I speak English, and I'm a white guy. So maybe this is the best place for me. But I do want to help as much as I can, and I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work for the next time around. So if you guys have any suggestions about that, that would be a huge plus. I want to go ahead and tell you that tomorrow's homework assignment, this video right here, is going to be the post for it, or the main part of the post for it. So for the day 5 homework assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to find one image. One image. No, the video didn't stop. I just paused for effect there. One image. I want you to find something funny. I want you to find something scary, sad, beautiful, whatever it is, but make me feel something. It could be a meme, and you can put it over on D-Mania, and I'll be putting up ways to find all of this stuff, and I'll navigate you through it. I don't cheat and follow the link. Actually go and find it, because things on Steemit are hard to do, and if you go ahead and learn to navigate the site, you'll be so much better off, because you know, you do it a few times and then you start to remember where stuff is at, right? So that's what I want to do, and I don't want to just hand feed you, because otherwise all I'm doing is giving you a fish. And by the time this is over, you guys should be able to teach everything that you've learned here to other steamers. And that's what I'm hoping happens with the Dolphin School thing. In fact, some of you, I'm going to be talking to you in the next little while about possibly helping me out the next time I do it. Because what I would love to do is, with each day, as we have different topics, bring someone, you know, get them to write a little piece, even if it's just, you know, a couple of 100 words that we can stick in as a blurb, some tips, you know, give me 3 tips. Like, I'd love, Mr. Boom is a really cool guy. I'm in a Facebook group with him, and I actually am Facebook friends with him. And I think he's from Canada, if I'm not mistaken. Some of you know him. But he writes some of the best comedy stuff that's on Steam. So as I was writing about comedy, it's been so long since I've done it, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I'm sure he could recommend as far as this platform is concerned that I'm not even aware of. So I'd love to get a few 100 words from him the next time, you know, to slip into that one post. And I want to do similar topics, because this is the stuff people need to be learning, but I want to do fresh material every time. So if you guys want to follow along, you can always come and read that Dolphin School blog and find new stuff. But I am just beyond ecstatic to have 20 people who are out here supporting this, working with me, saying kind things to each other, uplifting each other, upvoting each other. This to me is what Steemit's about. And to have some people from economically, you know, the economic underdog countries of the world that just have a tough time because either their poor in resources or their governments are constantly in conflict, you know, to have those people who don't have another way. I mean, I've been hearing about people who are on Steemit now who this is their bank. They don't have access to funds any other way. You know, they've been in a barter economy their whole lives, and whatever little money they did see was just such a small amount that it barely kept them alive. And now they're starting to see, I think it was Donjide. I don't know how to pronounce your screen name, but I think you were the one who said that this is really giving you, you know, some freedom, some release from stress. And let me tell you, Steemit did the same thing for me here. It's an economy of scale, because, you know, whether you're facing a disaster in your life because you can't pay $1,000 in rent, or whether you're facing a disaster in your life because you can't pay $10 in rent, emotionally and psychologically, the toll is basically the same. And when I finally got to the point in my life where I could start giving to people around me, and I had enough for the first time really ever, because I grew up very poor, and I'm going to share that story more, and kind of go through some stuff that happened when I really got into Steemit. We're going to do that in a post here in a couple days, so get ready for that. I asked you that question about the story that you don't really want to share, but you think you should because you think it will inspire people. I want you to be thinking about what that is, because I'm going to ask you to dig deep. Because making an emotional connection is really where the real meat of all this lies, and how we can really help people is when we are willing to expose ourselves a little bit and, you know, show the things that we've been through and how we came out of them, or if we're still in them. That's okay too. Struggle is real, and it happens. And in order to help people get above the struggle, what we can do is band together and support each other. And I just wanted to say congratulations to all of you, especially, you know, the ones who are coming from nothing up to something. I mean that, because there's a few of you writers here. I'll just pick on Sarah Art. She was doing fantabulous posts when she came to Dolphin School. She already knew how to do it. And there's a couple of the rest of you who have been doing it for a while. And some of you were already writers and things like that. So the ones who are just getting started and really are digging in deep, and I can see the improvement so much. Monopoly, your stuff is really, I love your style. And I love how much you share from the heart. You are really putting yourself out there. And it's tough for people who see themselves as pure artistic souls, you know, to consider marketing. Trust me, I didn't used to do it. When I ran my theater company, doing the marketing side, it sucked. I didn't want it to be about money. It was never about money for me. I needed money because I had a big family and I needed to pay the bills. And sure, I love having it, and I even love having extra and having enough. But to really focus on it and try to, you know, generate it and do business things, that wasn't me. Not me at all. I'm still not to a large degree, but I'm getting better at it because I've recognized that if I want to succeed in the system as it exists today, I'm going to have to find a way to do that. Fortunately, with Steemit, I think I've found that way. So I just wanted to say hi to you guys. I'm going to go get my dog food now. I hope you're having a great weekend. And I hope that maybe this humor post will be a little bit easier. And tomorrow, all you've got to do is find me one good image, and I will be sharing with you what that means. You can use more than one if you want, but I'll give you a couple of options. And I'd really love for you to try out either Steep Shot or D-Mania. So if you want to get ahead of the curve and look at those today and kind of get a feel for what they are, do that. Don't choose your image yet. Let me get that post put together, and then I'll have some other things to share about it. Well, actually, this video is going in that post, so I don't know why I even said that. Never mind. Disregard that. You guys have a blessed weekend, and I hope that you really are having fun with this thing. And please let me know if there's anything more I can do to help you. I appreciate it. Dolphin School out.